Hi, this is Matthew Cratter from Trader University, and today I'm going to talk about how to trade a Tesla stock crash. I believe that 2019 is the year that Tesla goes out of business and the stock goes to zero. This is a trade. It's, I think, a very high probability trade. It's certainly not a sure thing, and this is also a risky trade. But if you're interested in this and want to hear about how to best profit from this, stick around because I'm going to show you how to turn $10,000 into $250,000, into $250,000 if this turns out as I'm expecting it to. So you can, we'll begin with the latest Tesla car crash where one of the wheels came off. This has become regular occurrence. They call it Wompy wheel. You can even look this up, Google it, and you'll see this is still a design flaw that's been around for a few years. Elon Musk still hasn't fixed it. And he's actually paid hush money to people who have been injured by this, or the families of people who have been killed by this. So he's obviously aware that it's a problem. The problem in this most recent crash also was that police officers were unable to open the door, and the driver was unable to get out because once the vehicle crashed, there was some problem, and the doors only open when the electrical system is working. So there are fundamental problems with these cars. One of the things Musk is doing to try to push all these out as fast as possible, this sort of faulty inventory, is he's slashing prices. So he now slashed prices of models S and X between $12,000 and $18,000. Now the problem with this is he wasn't making money on these cars before. This is a company that's in a serious cash crunch. They just had to pay today $920 million to pay off one of their bonds, which they had hoped to pay off with a higher stock price, so it would actually convert to stock. But because the stock price is so low, they've been unable to do that. So they're running into a serious cash problem, and they just came out with their Model 3. It's priced at $35,000 as Musk promised. Unfortunately, it's not going to be profitable, at least not at any scale. There was just a press conference yesterday where Musk pushed off. We're not going to talk about that. Next question. So the problem is, here's a car company that's making cars, cannot make any money on the cars. The only way they can make money is by selling bonds and selling stock and raising capital that way. It's going to be very difficult for Elon Musk to do that at this point because he's in big trouble with the SEC for violating the terms of his previous settlement. He's still tweeting sort of out of control, and he just hired the lawyer who was one of the main prosecutor in the Enron case to defend himself. He's in big trouble. And his employees know he's in big trouble. The general counsel, the previous general counsel, just left the company about 10 days ago. He was only there for 2 months. He got out of there as quickly as possible. So this is circumstantial evidence. This is sort of evidence by triangulation. But I think this stock is a zero, and I think we're sort of at the end point here where Musk has run out of tricks. He can't raise capital. He's unable to sell cars at a profit. As a result, they've been closing all their stores and just trying to really cut costs, laying off more people. And it comes in the wake of Musk saying that the company was going to be profitable going forward forever, and it's not going to be even profitable in the first quarter. So the question is, how do we profit from something like this? You can see stock's currently trading at $295. I think with the debt load and the business problems and Musk's legal problems, that the stock has a high probability of going to zero sometime in 2019. So I'm going to show you how I'm trading it. And again, this is a high risk, high reward trade. Go to Yahoo Finance. And you just go up here, type in Tesla, click on TSLA, then we'll go over here to options. And we are going to go in this drop down right here, and we're going to select the January 17, 2020 option. So these are puts. We're going to scroll down. You can see I've scrolled down past all the calls down to the puts. These are puts that expire the third Friday of January 2020. So if you're betting, as I am, that the stock is going to go to zero this year, I think this is the cleanest way to play it. So what I'm going to be doing is, or what I've done is I bought deep out of the money puts. I have bought the January 2020 puts with a strike price of 50. These are currently trading. They're bid at 185, offered at $2. I paid $195 for them, and you can probably, it doesn't matter. You can buy them anywhere around here. These have a high open interest, 32,000 contracts, so they're quite liquid. And what you are betting on, you're betting that the stock is going to go below 50 over the next sometime before these options expire. So I view this as sort of a fixed cost or a sunk cost, and I'm not really going to trade around them. This is sort of a fat tail play. But if the stock goes to zero, as I expect this year, these 50 puts will basically be 50 points in the money if the stock goes to zero. They'll each be worth 50. They're currently worth $2 roughly, call it, to make the math easy. So these puts have a payout of 25 times, 25x, which means if you put in $10,000, and it's got to be risk capital because obviously this trade may not work out. But if it does work out in the way I expect, and this stock goes to zero like Enron and WorldCom and some of these other stocks did, these options will be worth $50 a piece. Basically the strike price down to zero, which is 50 points. And so $2 will become $50, 25 times in your money. $10,000 will become $250,000. Now, there are other ways to play this. You can also buy bear put spreads, where you buy for example, you could buy a 200 put strike price, and then sell a deeper out of the money put, sort of to fund it, like sell the 150s. I like keeping it clean, so these are the ones that I'm going to be trading. And just wanted to let you guys know how this is developing. If you want to follow along with this, and if you like this or want more trade ideas, more trading strategies, please subscribe to my channel. And if you have any questions, if I wasn't clear about this, please leave some questions or comments in the notes below. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and like this video as well if you did indeed like it. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next video.